today. This is a Robbins glass top. The AP1 top that I've got now has just a bunch of tears in it. You can see where I put the flex seal in a previous video, it had it. So I have already taken the seats out, vacuumed it, found a French fry and a lighter there. I did not remove any of this rear interior. I have all of it. I did not remove it. I've read stuff about putting the plastic back over the roll bar. Different story. So now what I'm gonna do is just put the top up, and we're gonna start by just cutting the top off. I'm gonna be following a PDF that's on s2ki.com. I will put it in the description below, and we'll see how helpful this is and gets me with this accomplished in a timely manner. So watching John and George at LHT, I watched as many videos as I could. There's not a ton on this really. There's this elastic strap right here. It's hard to see, but it's back there. You'll see it if you're doing this. And John always watches to cut that. So I'm gonna try and cut the top and just watch on cutting the elastic straps there. So I just kind of cut the rear window out. Again, I was weary of hitting these. I will say I went right through, didn't even see it, went right through the actual connector there for the defroster. That being said, I'm pretty sure the Robbins top, this is another connector, so I'm sure the Robbins top has it. We'll find out. The elastic straps you can see are beyond beat up and dead there. This piece now I'm trying to figure out, like, do I just cut it off of it? No, it looks like it's Velcro. So I'm just kind of pulling it off. And we'll go from there. This is again gonna be a rough tutorial. I'm just kind of figuring things out here. So this piece I just took the Velcro off of, it's like in a little channel here. So I'm just gonna kind of, you just pull it and it comes out. If you look now, you can see how it's a little channel that slides in there. And I think, whoa, this one is probably same thing. Yep, it is. So you probably don't have to unvelcro anything. You can probably just pull it. I can't do it with one hand here, so I'm gonna put the camera down and just slide it out. Top back a little bit, and there's some Phillips heads here. One there, and they kind of go along the front, so we're just gonna remove all those. All right, so same thing kind of with this middle piece here. It takes some pulling. Once you kind of have it, just sort of give it a little tug. It looks like it was almost maybe adhesive here in the corner, but I think it's just been sitting on there for so long with this metal strip that was across it. Holding it, it just kind of becomes solid. In fact, I need to put my hand down because I can't pull it, but it pretty much just pulls off. And you can see down here how that metal strip is underneath it, or this is underneath the metal strip, kind of helping keep it on. So I already started it, but again, take off that silver strip that's there. There's some more Phillips heads in this silver piece behind all the molding, basically. Once you kind of just take the Phillips heads out, they just sort of pull right off. All right, so for now, I'm just gonna remove, see them all. There's a bunch, they're 10 millimeters, they go all the way around. I'm just gonna remove all those. As soon as you have all those 10s out, you're gonna have basically these nice big metal brackets that are gonna fall down. Okay, so you gotta remove that elastic strap over there. Looks like this, it was just kind of slid over one of them. Again, you can kind of just pull it out from the studs. There comes the rivets and some elastic straps. We'll get that momentarily. I did order the glass back, which I believe that was a stock top, but mine was already a glass back. It wasn't faded or anything. So after investigating the Robbins top, this line up here, I really don't know what it does. I'll find out later for curiosity's sake, but it's got a rivet in there and it kind of comes back to here. On the Robbins top, and probably all the tops, there's a string here that goes to the other side as well, like as if to, you know, help you pull it through or pull something through, which I'm pretty sure is that. So I kept it alive. There are some rivets over here you need to drill out now. Drill that rivet out. pull it off yet, this bottom rubber. Lower the top. So if you look, you can see this little rubber grommet guy here. It's gonna be hard to see this, but this is what it looks like. I just struggle to get it, but if you can get one of these body tools behind it underneath it, it'll pop right out. But so that needs to come out. And then you can see there's 2 Phillips heads right behind there. You're gonna need like a little, I don't know. You can't just put a drill in it, let's put it that way. There's rivets on this too. If I can get in here. All right, so now this is the piece that goes kind of in the very back. You can see I just kind of marked it for the note now. This is all the areas where the studs kind of went through. The Robbins kit says I guess you just won't use all of the holes, but I wanted to know which ones have the actual rivets or not. So now you're basically just going to drill these rivets out. What I did notice is drilling these first 2 out here in the middle. They have these little like plastic washers on the back, and so does the 3rd one right here that I haven't drilled out. So we're just going to take a drill all these heads off, and we'll go from there. All right, so these things we just tried. There's probably a tool for it, I'm hoping, because yes, when you push these together, they do kind of click and pop. But as we were trying to, we got to near the 4th one, and these started popping out. So, all right, so these things, lack of better words, piece of crap. I don't know if I'm not using them right. They click, but as we were going around, they just started popping out. So, forums also suggested taking the 1/8 inch rivets and putting a washer of sorts just over the side of the back of it, so when you pull it, that'll be your swedge essentially. I bought some other rivets they're 1/8 inch, same as what it came with. Here's what it came with. Here's what I bought. They're just a little bit shorter. They're kind of not needed for the majority of it. You can see what it kind of looks like so far. It just kind of pokes through, just nice. Now on this right here, where it's got a little more material, I am gonna have to use the longer ones that it came with, but the rest of them I'm just gonna keep using the small ones. This isn't really like a holding spot necessarily for this, but at the same point in time, I don't trust those little pieces just kind of falling out.
Oh yeah, they're just slightly shorter.
Short one. All right, so short ones, you can kind of see it sticking through. The long ones that are provided, perfect for that corner there. All right, so the straps we're gonna put on first. Already kind of riveted those to it. Take a little metal piece. Well, before you take the metal piece, I guess. These straps are really nice, and the holes in here are real nice and tight. I kind of just stuck the rivets through them first just to kind of get it so it's easier to stick it through. Take the little metal piece you took off earlier. Stick them through. And you're literally just gonna find the holes that were there that you drilled out. All right, I don't know how to take this little plastic piece off. The clip just kind of, you can pop up with a little scribe or something. I pulled the wires out for the defroster. Now we're gonna try to get it itself off. It looks like it is glued, but it is also plastic. So I don't wanna like overheat it. All right, we needed more hands, but nonetheless, it's still kind of warm, but it just had some kind of, I don't know what, some kind of glue adhesive underneath it. So heat gun, little plastic scraper, and it broke off. I might be able to order a new one. I'm just gonna try to reuse this. Obviously, if you already have it, it seems to work. So we'll glue it on the new soft top. All right, so we got the 2 sides on the 2 metal brackets, real pain in the butt. So now this strap here, from what I can gather, goes on the first hole of the middle bracket. But this will not reach, so we're gonna need, is the key still on there? We're gonna need to recline the top at least halfway so this thing can, sure. You know, I'd rather have some slack on it, that way we're not like tugging on it. All right, so we drilled this out earlier. I guess the instructions maybe don't tell you to do that. I don't know, but we did it. And I think that actually prevailed right now as we just did the other side. So now, just to make life easier, we're gonna just, can you disconnect it, I guess? We're just gonna pull, I was gonna pull this spring off too, just for clearance.
Yeah.
Just kind of pull that spring out. Just kind of, you can keep it on there, just kind of get it out of the way. Then you'll see there's this spring right here with a Phillips. Pull it out. Then this spring itself, you can pull out through this little hole here. And you've got the whole assembly here. this is where the spring or the little white cable will come and play. We tried to pull this end through here while leaving that in there. You might be able to, but this is way too big. I'm pretty sure you're gonna risk cutting the top, and if you're this far along, I don't think that's what you want to do. So we're just gonna loop it like that. Simply pull that. This is gonna seem like it doesn't want to fit. It will fit. So it takes some finagling, but once you get it through, just kind of pull the white cable or the white string that it comes with. That'll come out, spring comes out on one end. And now I'm gonna try to show this. It's gonna be kind of difficult. A lot of this is gonna be very hard to film, and I know why it's hard to find a video on YouTube is because this is definitely tedious and time consuming. You're essentially gonna throw this piece back through here, put the bolt through it, and then reattach this spring. All while you got tension now on this. Well, the top is gonna be fighting you, so this is gonna be up like this the whole time. So I'm gonna put the camera down. You get the idea of what this needs to be done. Definitely have a second set of hands. So there's a flappy piece, you'll see it. It is covered right now. Do not go through the fabric. You're just gonna put a screw through the actual plastic piece. And then there's that screw. I kind of just put it in there halfway at the moment. That way I can rivet up here. Now I'm gonna put the actual metal trim that holds the other stuff on. And then once that's on there, I'll tighten those up down there. This is definitely a pain in the butt. Same thing, I'm gonna do this only for this one to show you, but I'm gonna do it to all of them. The Shih Tzu grease again, you can either buy new seals, but if yours are in pretty good condition like this is, this might look a little excessive, but it'll soak it up. Anything that's still there, then it'll just take off. But do wear gloves. I'm also doing it so I can just get it all over and just go to town on this thing. Good? Yeah. All right, so the new soft top's on the car. I think it came out real good looking. Just need to clean it. I think it fits exceptionally well. Pain in the butt to install, I'd say absolutely. But let me figure out how to kind of clean it a little bit. But I need to kind of rejuvenate this a little bit here. But the soft top itself came out real good. It doesn't leak. And all these moldings now feel real good from putting some Shih Tzu grease on them. I probably need to just do another layer of it. You can still see it kind of just letting it kind of soak into there on the car. It's kind of all over the window, but overall real good fit. Now I got to start playing with putting the rear interior in, but overall I think the fitment, if you're looking at buying a Robbins top and you can't get the OEM because it's discontinued or whatever the case is, I think it's a really good buy. It goes in relatively easy. Hopefully this video kind of helps you. I know it was all over the place. It's because I've never done one myself either. Most of the things that I have done in half these videos for other cars, I've done something similar to it or maybe done it on a previous car in my life. But this was definitely a first at all for soft top on any kind of car. So if you just take your time, follow it, everything will go on relatively easily. It just is a time consuming process. Something on this piece I don't think I showed you. Again, when you come around here, you're gonna simply just fold this over. This is gonna lay right on top of it, and it makes a really nice firm grip over here. And there's a little cut here. It's like a little splice 90. You're gonna see how this is gonna fold up around here and fit on this, but overall pretty easy. So again, the top fits great. I appreciate everybody for watching. Any comments, questions about a Robbins soft top or anything in regards, do put them in the comments below. I appreciate everybody watching. I think next on this car is gonna be painting the front bumper because it doesn't match exactly like I showed earlier, with probably a front lip at the same exact time. I'm going to redo those headlights. If anybody's got a quick fix for the headlights, not as far as the polishing, but if you look here, you can kind of see the rubber molding is just no longer here. I'm just trying to see if anyone's got a nice aftermarket solution for the molding. Honda doesn't sell them unless you buy an entire headlight, and I'm not buying an entire headlight just for that. Those headlights should clean up just fine. So again, appreciate everybody for watching. Tune in for the next video.